Linkage and recombination. Now what does the term mean? Linkage can be defined as the phenomena of inheritance in which the two pairs of genes controlling two different characters that are located in the same pair of homologous chromosomes can not be easily segregated in a separated manner. Thus, the inheritance in which the two genes that are located on the same homologous chromosome, which exhibit two different characters, cannot always segregate separately, which disapproves the Mendel's law of independent assortment. This phenomena is called linkage, and the genes which are responsible for carrying out linkage are called linked genes. This theory of linkage was first proposed by a scientist named Morgan in 1911. Who, along with Sudon, that is the another scientist that was responsible for giving the theory of chromosomal basis of inheritance, in 1903, disapproved the Mendel's law of independent assortment and thereby proposed the linkage phenomena. Now, let us understand that what was the basis or what was the experiment which helped them in disapproving the Mendel's result. They took the example of the same garden pea plant but with different characters. In parent generation, the two genes that exhibit two different types of characters possess the alleles capital A, capital B and small b, which on crossing with one another gave the F1 generation, that is capital A, capital B, small b, which further on cross multiplication gave the F2 generation. But there was a change. Morgan here did the cross multiplication in the form of test cross. That is, this F1 generation was multiplied with the recessive genes that exhibit such character. So, here in this generation, the gametes that were formed was AB, capital A small v, then small a capital V and small ab. And for this recessive one was single AB. So when these two were test crossed, the ratio that was obtained was entirely different that was obtained from the Mendel, because as per the Mendelian theory, the ratio of this test cross should be 1/4 A small v capital V small v is to 1/4 capital A small v is to 1/4 small a capital V and small v is to 1/4 small a and small v. So this was the expected ratio that was proposed by Mendel, but this was not the expected result for Morgan, because as per Morgan's theory or Morgan's experiment, the ratio that was obtained was 7:1:1:7. Unlike Mendel, where the result was in the form of 1:1:1:1. Thus, this difference in the result proved that the Mendel's law of independent assortment was not true in all cases, and therefore the concept of linkage was proposed. This experiment was further studied by other scientists named Bateson and Pinnett. Who performed the experiment on the garden pea plant with two different characters. That involved the color and shape. That is, the one plant they chose possessed red flowers and spherical pollen. While the other flower they chose was purple flowers and cylindrical pollen. Thus, a cross between the two was made that resulted in F1 generation, and after F1 generation, a test cross was done which yielded the ratio of 7:1:1:7. On this basis, again the concept of linkage was proposed, where the two pairs of genes that controls two different characters, that is color and shape, although occurred on same pair of homologous chromosomes but did not segregate it separately. This concept of linkage was studied in both plants and animals. In plants it was chosen pea plant, while in animal it was the fruit fly or Drosophila.